I'm Chaz.
And I'm Dan.
And this is the Wine is Serious Business Show. Today we're reviewing Chilean wine. It's Chilean night at the wine storage where we keep our wine, and we're going to go down there after this and have a couple of bottles of Chilean red. So
yeah, we got a couple to try out that neither one of us are familiar with. We haven't had a lot of Chilean wine in the past, so a chance to try something new and educate our palates a little bit.
Yeah.
What are we going to start out with?
So the first one is, man, I don't even know how to pronounce it. So it's Santa Rita, Carmenere, 2007. It's their special reserve, single estate. This was $17. So, I'll go ahead and
pour it up.
Pretty dark right off the bat.
Nice. So Carmenere for a while was originally from Bordeaux and was thought to be extinct for a long time. Then turns out that it had been imported to South America years ago, but everybody in South America thought it was Merlot, and they've been selling it by the name of Merlot for many years. Yeah. Some people were like, "Ah, this is funny tasting for Merlot." They did genetic analysis on it, and lo and behold, it's Carmenere, which they thought was extinct. Super dark,
yeah,
man, in the color and on the nose.
Almost, I mean, almost like Merlot on the nose, but really fruity. Ooh.
Heavy plums, blackberries.
There you go. That's what I was looking for. Plum and blackberries for sure.
A little bit of like cedar. Wow, interesting. The tannins hit right away, which is kind of unusual in wines in my experience. Usually the tannins come in a little bit later.
Sour tannins too.
Yeah.
Really kind of sour with its acidity and the tannins on the back end. Good fruit early on though. I mean, quite smooth despite the sourness.
And similar to Merlot, the dark fruits show up kind of later on the mid palate too. Kind of the plums, like we were talking about, more so than blackberry, I think, just like really dark plum.
For sure.
And the tannins stick around the mouth, got that dry, smacking feeling all the way through.
Yeah, like you bit on the seed of the plum or something. And,
yeah.
I mean, really grippy. Mm.
Yeah. A little heavy. If you like the more tannic wines, I think this could be right up your alley. The fruit's decent. I think maybe another year to integrate or whatever, like
for sure,
the flavors meld together a little bit.
Yeah, this is definitely a bit young. It's coming across a little sour. Tannins are kind of wonky, but despite that, I mean, it's a smooth wine, and I'm sure with probably extended airtime it would be pretty good. So yeah, or a year in bottle. So.
Yeah, and then the fruit's nice. So yeah, I'm gonna go 87 on this. I think 87 points. Nothing exceptional, but yeah. Enjoyable drinking.
Our palates seem to be coming together, because I'm going to agree, 87 points.
Boy.
Not spectacular, there's not a lot of complexity, just easy drinking, good wine.
And a little too tannic for me. Like if you're fond of the tannins, if you like them a little heavier, like that black tea dryness in your mouth, this could do well for you. But a little too much for me. Let's see. So we got Cabernet Sauvignon for wine number 2.
Wow. Hope that doesn't come out on camera. I totally burst.
Shot
a little wine out there. Yeah. All right, guys, see if you can see it. So this is the 2006. Same deal. So this is Santa Rita Special Reserve Single Estate Cabernet from Chile. This was $15. Cellar Tracker is really positive on this wine. This one's been out for a year. It's not a current release. 07 is the current release. Tanzer gave it 90 points. Last 10 reviews on Cellar Tracker have been really positive, so interested to see. Oh, I just dumped that.
That's a good rinse. That's fine.
Oh, that's a rinse for me? Okay. Shit.
Can you handle it? I don't know.
Let's see.
It is. It's his weekend after all. This is a nice thing for him. I've got 2 more days of work yet, but let's see how it goes. Wow, I'm impressed. Nice rinse.
Oh. Yep, good stuff. That's funny, my rinse was bigger than that.
Yeah. Well, your palate's ready. It's going to be
totally.
It's well conditioned. Tannic again, but the fruit's not quite as dark.
No. A little brighter. Getting a little bit chemically, or just, it's not as pure as like the Carmenere. Carmenere seemed a little more gentle on the nose, and this is
some oak wood, like full, not like the juicy vanilla stuff, but just like
like raw, untoasted. Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Another interesting thing I found was doing some reading. Like apparently they didn't use oak until fairly recently either. They used like a native tree, which imparted strange flavors to the wine. But the international market didn't take so well to.
How soon did that change?
Indigenous trees. I'm not sure. I want to say like 50 years ago, but that's just off the top of my head. I may be entirely wrong.
All right, well, let's try this out.
Similar.
Very.
I mean, you can tell the fruit's different. Man, and too much oak, actually. As it gets across the mid-palate, the fruit fades away, and it's like, those thin wooden shingles, kind of like rub a plum across it. Maybe just leave a little bit of fruit behind, but not even the whole slice of plum.
I agree.
Biting the board.
It's got some good Cabernet fruit going on early on, but man, it turns pretty acidic, and then it's just like raw oak. I mean, raw oak, like untoasted. I just cut an oak tree up and made a barrel out of it, and that's what I stuck this wine in. It's
the fruit doesn't last.
No, I don't get it. Maybe I went in with too high expectations, and maybe this is just too young. So who knows? But I don't feel it as much as say Cellar Tracker or Tanzer.
What did Cellar Tracker have to say about this?
Said it was young.
Okay.
But they said it was drinking really well now, and all of the last 5 ratings have all been 90 plus. So that's surprising.
Interesting. Tanzer's a big fan too.
Yeah, Tanzer was 90 points. So
you've got to be kidding me. That's incredible. Wow.
I know. I don't agree with him.
I'm struggling to give it 80. That's I think what I think I'm going to go with.
Wow. Okay, I wouldn't have gone that low. I'd go 84 points. I mean, it's still good wine, right? I mean, possibly it's got some sour fruit. I mean, the Cabernet fruit is good there early on. It turns a little sour. The acidity kind of comes up. The tannins take over, and then it's just oak for days, and not really my thing. And kind of thin, despite the Carmenere, which was pretty full bodied. This is actually kind of medium to thin. So
yeah, I mean, I agree with that last part, and that's why I'm going so low. The components are there, and it's not offensive, but nor does it deliver anything where I'm like, oh, that's really nice, even if it's just the structure or just the acidity. At no point am I like, that's a nice contribution. The fruit, I'm like, fruit tastes good, but it's weak all the way through. The oak, definitely present and not necessarily a bad oak flavor, but there's way too much of it.
I agree.
And so 80 points, again, not offensive, not not something I'd dump down the sink, but
not something I'd ever buy again.
Yeah,
based on that. So yeah, 84 points for me. So
all right. So do you got a question for today? I've kind of got one.
No, go for it. Go for it. Yeah.
So I was thinking. So here's what I was thinking. You just got set up by some good friends on a blind date that wants you to bring a bottle of wine. That's all it is. Wide open bottle of wine. You don't know what they like. You have to make a decision. Drinker. Yeah, you don't even know if they're a wine drinker.
Yeah.
But they ask that you bring a bottle of wine to a dinner date. What bottle do you bring?
Nice.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.